The world of cryptocurrency is rapidly evolving, but with this growth comes concerns about potential corruption in the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, is tasked with regulating the cryptocurrency industry in the United States. But some have raised questions about the agency's ability to do so effectively. The criticism has arisen as they are supposed to be protecting investors, but with the ongoing case, it would appear they are doing more harm than good. The Journeyman will introduce you to some of the people involved in the case and other players in crypto, who may have contributed to the bad reputation and FUD surrounding the relatively new arm of finance. First up, current chair of the SEC Gary Bear Gensler, the current SEC chair. SEC Chairman Gary Gensler is facing pressure from Congress to explain how the agency missed signs that FTX, a cryptocurrency exchange, was about to collapse. This is despite a 45-minute Zoom call between Gensler and Sam Bankman Fried, the CEO of FTX, during which they discussed a new trading platform. Next up, Bill Free-Pass Hinman, former director of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance. Bill Hinman, a former director of the SEC's Division of Corporation Finance, is now a private attorney who focuses on corporate and securities law matters, including initial public offerings and corporate acquisitions. He is not directly involved in the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs, but his expertise in securities law could potentially be relevant to the case. Bill Hinman is under scrutiny in the current Ripple versus SEC case. The Bill Hinman emails that relate to his infamous 2018 speech, where he seemingly gave Ethereum a free pass. The emails that contain drafts written by other members of the SEC have been heavily fought over and kept from public viewing, raising speculation that there is damning evidence that could lead to the SEC losing its regulatory power. Final member of the troublesome trio J Last Day lawsuit, Clayton, former SEC chairman. Former SEC Chairman Jay Clayton filed a lawsuit against Ripple Labs just hours before he left the building on December 23, 2020, at the end of his tenure. The timing of the lawsuit has raised questions about the motivations behind the SEC's decision to file the case just before Clayton's departure. This adds to the rising suspicion that the SEC are picking winners and losers in the crypto space, as they wage war on other projects without clear regulation. The fall guy, or is he, Sam Bankman Fried, CEO of FTX? Sam Bankman Fried was the CEO of FTX, a now failed and shamed cryptocurrency exchange. It is fair to say that FTX has been under scrutiny as investors have lost money during its recent collapse. FTX was one of the largest and most well-known cryptocurrency exchanges in the world, and it had begun to grow rapidly in recent years. Sam Bankman Fried is currently on bail, and two of his bail providers have been protected by the court and remain anonymous. This has begun to raise further suspicion along with the secret meeting with SEC Chair Gary Gensler. Chair Gensler appears to be above the rules he is enforcing. The SEC's lawsuit against Ripple Labs and the potential negative impact it could have on the cryptocurrency industry, as well as rumors of corruption in the SEC case, could further damage the public's perception of the cryptocurrency industry and make it more difficult for companies to gain mainstream acceptance and regulatory approval. The cryptocurrency industry is constantly evolving, and the regulatory environment can be complex and subject to change. It's important to keep track of the most recent news and developments in order to have an accurate understanding of the current situation. Please note that the Journeyman felt it was important to cover these figures, as well as the others this week, to begin to paint a fair picture of the crypto industry. Whilst we understand this is not a great confidence-inspiring story, it is also important to understand that the SEC versus Ripple case is coming to its final conclusion. The decision is currently sitting with Judge Annalisa Torres, and awaiting a summary judgment. The implications of this case could be either negative or positive for the asset class. If Ripple win, it is a big plus for US investors and crypto projects native to the States. Also the investors who lost money and potential gains as XRP holders.